thought I could date someone who's already had kids, but the harsh reality is that it is so challenging and I can't do it. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I don't want to be a stepmom at all. The issue is that when you are dating them, the kids are always going to take a front seat, as they should. And if they're a good father or a good parent, they will do that. And in the beginning stages of dating, it's really easy to do. But once you hit a certain spot, you're like, okay, the fun trips, the fun dinners, that's not enough. Don't get me wrong, I'm staying in the most gorgeous hotel room and so blessed for the experience meeting this man, but like, I will never ever be the priority. I respect Kristen Cavallari for breaking up with Mark because of this. She proactively did it because she knows at the end of the day, her children are the most important thing to her, and she would potentially be robbing Mark of that for himself. So upset with myself because I've been so emotionally unavailable for years in dating. And I feel like this is payback. Finally met a guy that I align everything with except for our age and the fact that he has kids. Like I said, the trips, the dinners, all the things are amazing, but it's just not enough. Like, I don't feel fulfilled. I had to fly out this morning for work and I should be out with my friends having a good time, but I'm sitting here just like thinking about how hard it is to find the right person that connects with you as you get older on all these different levels and that align with all the things that you need. And I don't have the energy to be checking apps constantly. Like, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I'm not gonna find my husband in Miami. It's like, okay, do I come back to New York? Dreading ending things with him tomorrow because I almost feel like he's not even gonna care.
Yeah, so this woman has clear like tattoos on her, like sleeve tattoos, and has obviously done work on herself. Um, to me, those are two red flags right there. She's talking about red flags, and yeah, it's just not attractive, right? It's just not attractive to guys.
I cannot imagine dating someone in their late 40s that's never been married and no kids. Like, what the is wrong with them? No one wanted to wife them up, or no one wanted to marry that guy? Or was he a little playboy? He didn't want to ever commit to anyone. He likely has never had to sacrifice or put anyone's needs in front of his. Who knows? Maybe it was the whole, his career came first. He had to move so many times. There's always so many fun excuses. But never would I ever. If I was a guy, I would think this as well. Want to be in a relationship with someone that's in their late 40s, or heaven forbid, older, that's never been married and no kids. I'll leave those to everyone else.
Okay, you gotta love how this woman goes right to the shame, insult, guilt, and need to be right to excuse her poor choices in life that turned her into a single mom, most likely. I don't know. She looks like a single mom to me. And herself, who is in her 40s, maybe her 50s, and is still single, and probably has had like 2 or 3 divorces, right? Uh, yeah, just the lack of basic accountability when it comes to women like this really is just kind of repulsive to me at this point, right? Like, to just project your own failures onto men who never got married and never had kids, and I was one of them, by the way, 53, never got married, never had kids, not a single dad or anything like that. Pet parent to Giz, cash for the longest time, but yeah, I never got married, never had kids. I have my own reasons for that I did on my Alpha Male Secrets channel. And I'm not going to get into it in this coaching video, but that alone shows maturity, right? It shows like you had enough sense of self, enough self-awareness not to weigh your life down. And I was super immature in my 20s. But one thing I remembered was, like, I was getting in a lot of trouble, and I told myself, I don't want to weigh my life down even more or take on any responsibilities I'm not ready to take on, like having a family or having kids that I can't take care of. Could have married my high school girlfriend easily. She wanted to marry me. for the longest time too. And I just said, no, I can't do that to you, because I feel like I need to figure out what I want to do with my life, and then I need to pursue that. And I said, I just don't want to use up all your good years. I think, she's a good girl. So I was like, yeah, you should, you want to have family and kids, you should go do that, right? And I had to let her go. It was hard, right? But I did. And I'm happy with my choice. And as a man, that does show responsibility, because there are a lot of guys walking around there, you know, that have kids, multiple divorces. Like, so you'd rather be with that guy? I mean, the statistics say, uh, the statistics on like women divorcing, for example, right? Obviously, overwhelmingly, women file like 80% of the divorces out there. They have a college degree, 90% of the divorces they file. On top of that, all the data says that, like, the more times you've been married, the more likely it is you're going to divorce again. Just look at J-Lo, for example, right? Prime example there, that she's just like another statistic that, yeah, you don't want to marry somebody who's been divorced, right? I mean, even if you have been divorced as a guy, right? I'm a champion for men. I'm a champion for men's rights. So even if you have been divorced as a guy, you probably would rather be with a woman who's never been married, right? You don't want a woman who's been out there. You don't want a woman who's, like had kids with several different people. And I've gotten into it with older women in the past, even in my comments or, in real life, right? That were like, never been married, never had kids. And I always bite back. I don't let them like walk on me. I'm like, oh, you talk about this as if it's some sort of accomplishment to get married. It's very easy to get married. I mean, especially for a guy, it's very easy to get married. That's not hard at all. It's very easy to have a kid, right? That's not hard. That's not an accomplishment to me. That just shows impulsiveness. That shows irresponsibility, especially if you are not prepared to take on that level of responsibility yet in your life, right? Like in my case, I did not, right? And now, I mean, because I was never in a place financial, I was always like shaky with my finances. Now I'm successful, right? Now I'm like, sure, I could do if I want to, but now I'm a 53-year-old man. I mean, I was just calculating how many years I have left to live, at least as a healthy man, right? I probably got a good like 30 if I'm lucky. That's not a lot of time. I don't want to spend half of that, or more than half of that raising a kid, at 53. It's just not what I want to do. Even with the animals, I'm like thinking ahead. I'm like, okay, if I want to get an Australian cattle dog, which I've always wanted, like a puppy or something, then they're going to run around everywhere. I'm going to have to run and jog with this dog. I should do it while I'm still young, while I could still get around. I'm not going to be, getting a puppy cattle dog when I'm like 80 years old. It wouldn't be fair to the animal, and it wouldn't be fair to me. So I think about these things, right? And because some guys have asked, like, oh, you should have kids. I'm like, I'm 53. I'm in a great place. I'm successful. I just want to enjoy the world. I just want to enjoy my animals. I just want to enjoy the fruits of my labor, as they say. And I just want to bang out content for you guys. And by the way, just to give you a quick synopsis, I did raise kids. Like my younger brother and sister, there's a 17-year age gap between us. That they were babies basically when I was like 17 or 18. They were just basically 1 or 2 years old, and I helped my parents. Basically, I took care of them while my parents were at work, right? I helped raise these kids as my own, and even though they're my younger brother and sister, they still look at me as a father figure. They don't really even look at me as an older brother. I'm more like a father figure, right? If I say don't do this, don't do that, they don't do it. Even to this day, they're afraid of me, right? It's like they're afraid because I have that father figure vibe that they grew up with, where I disciplined them, I spanked them. I taught them how to drive a car. I taught my younger brother how to drive a stick. I taught him how to throw a football. I taught my little sister what boys to watch out for. I taught her how to act like a lady. I mean, when I went through all this with them, and I did want to have kids at one point. And by the time they were adults, I changed my mind. I was burnt out. I'm like, I can't go through this again. I don't want to do homework again with kids. I don't want to be going to Little League games anymore. I did that with my younger brother. I just don't, I'm over it, right? I just want to do me. I just want to enjoy my life now, right? So it just depends where you are. but as I always say, men, we're designed to self-isolate, right? We're designed to go it alone. We're designed for, basically a solo lifestyle, whereas women are not. They are designed to have families. They're designed to stay within the tribe, to have babies, to live in a community. Whereas for guys, I mean, we can live in our cars. I mean, look, I have a pretty big car here. I could live in here, right? I mean, I could even kind of squeeze in my Lamborghini and like sleep in there if I wanted to, right? I wouldn't do that, but I mean, I don't have to, but I could if I wanted to, right? And I've slept in my car before. I told you guys before, like, my business took off and everything. 10 years ago, I was homeless. I was living in my 92 Jeep Cherokee Laredo with cash and gizmo when I first moved out to LA. We lived in that car for like 6 months without air conditioning, while I built my business, while I continued to do boot camps and all this and bang out content. Went through all that, and it was fine. I loved it. Still the happiest times of my life to this day. I still think about it with like, I just miss those times. But women are not designed for that. They're designed to have families. So when this chick like gets on there, tries to shame guys for not getting married and not having family, those are the high value guys. Those are the guys that basically knew their worth. And even, as I said, when I was getting in all that trouble and just not being mature and not taking care of responsibilities, and I was just getting in lots and lots of trouble, I still knew my worth. I don't know, something inside me was like, I don't want to mess things up by knocking up some chick or weighing my life down. As Tom Likas used to say, don't weigh your life down. I didn't want to put myself in a position where I was even further behind in life, and it was only, like a few years later, by the time I hit my 30s, I started getting these corporate jobs. I got with a Fortune 100 company. That really changed my life. I just kind of hustled my way into that job. There were other qualified, more qualified candidates. I just hustled my way in, and I started making real money there. And that really opened up the vortex in my head. Like, I'm capable of making serious money, So, yeah, when it comes to these chicks, like, the guy, you don't want the guy who's been, divorcing and having kids everywhere. You want the guy who was responsible enough to not do that. But regardless, guys, let me know your thoughts below. I'm so glad that these are the last of these TikTok videos we're covering, and I'm just so excited to get back to the hardcore red pill content. So drop your comments below, enjoy these last few, and I'll see you in the next one. So until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out. Go ahead and smash that like button below. Also, guys, make sure you hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube channel. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, okay? Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton. It tells YouTube that you are loving my videos, you're digging it. You want me to come out here to Vegas even more and shoot more coaching videos for you that can help you, educate you, and take you to the next level in life. Take you into a whole new dimension that the mainstream parents-teacher society never, ever taught you about, never even told you about, because they themselves weren't aware of it, right? So please make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students are out there cold approaching and closing every single week. I kid you not, every single week, no matter what chaos is going on in the world, no matter what nonsense is going on out there, we are still making things happen. That is the absolute best way to support my work, by jumping into 7 Months of Mastery. And right now, the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. It's only $1. And all you need to do to get signed up is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.